As doctors, we frequently give people bad news. So let me start by giving you some bad news. Neuropharma has been one big 2-decade failure. It's recognized in the literature, and commercially, we've essentially witnessed an exodus of big pharma from this space. But it's not all doom and gloom, because over the same period, we've seen a remarkable rise in therapeutic neurotech, like cochlear implants, deep brain stimulation systems, and recently a wave of non-invasive devices. And what's still more extraordinary is that while there are plenty of neurological conditions being targeted, there are in fact even more non-neurological conditions. And that's because it turns out that the nervous system is a programmable therapeutic interface for every other organ and system in the entire human body. Make no mistake, we are on the brink of a therapeutic tsunami, and the decline of neuropharma is just the waters receding from the shore right before the big wave makes land. So how do we catch this wave? To show you that, let me tell you a story. In January 1975, the Altair 8800 was released, causing great excitement to a very small group of people, electrical engineers, who could understand the 100-page user manual packed with binary code and circuit diagrams. But to the rest of us, it's just an expensive box. Yet some of those engineers understood that if they built an operating system and an application layer, they could put the power of personal computers into the hands of not thousands, but billions. And the rest, as they say, is history. Well, history repeats itself. In 2019, Medtronic released the Percept PC deep brain stimulation system with advanced features such as simultaneous stim and recording. And again, with great excitement among the handful of specialists who understood the 150-page user manual and can use this device. And today, thousands of people have benefited from this treatment. That's where machine medicine comes in. We are turning those thousands into hundreds of millions and indeed one day billions by building the operating system and the application layer that will democratize this technology and drive the move from today's paradigm of invasive devices and hospital-based care to tomorrow's possibility of non-invasive hardware and home-based care. Our flagship product, Kelvin, is a video-based motor assessment tool. Think of it as the Microsoft Office suite for movement disorder clinics. It comprises mobile applications for at-home and in-clinic motor assessments, and an EHR-style application for data storage, review, and analysis. Kelvin has been adopted at 65 clinical sites in clinical care and clinical trials. And this is how the business works. We provide the software to patients and clinicians for free, but in exchange for the data. We then take the data and use it to build AI-enabled, data-driven tools to solve problems for our enterprise customers, from where our revenue comes. So what do these advanced capabilities look like? Here's just one example, Kelvin PD. This is fully automated video-based motor assessment in Parkinson's disease, comprising markerless pose estimation, activity recognition, signal extraction, and machine learning-based inference. We've published numerous peer-reviewed papers showing this technology works and works well, including one in Nature Parkinson's Disease, one of the top journals in this field. And we've been awarded Breakthrough Device designation by the FDA. But even pre-clearance, this technology is achieving substantial clinical and commercial traction. In July this year, the Kinematic DBS Consortium was established between Amsterdam Medical University, Medtronic, and Machine Medicine. Funded by Medtronic, it aims to synchronize the recordings from Medtronic's Percept PC system with our own kinematic AI, Kelvin PD, so that the clinicians don't just have this hardware, but through the prism of our software, they can clinically utilize it. As a company, our strategy is to first focus on and dominate the movement disorders field, where neurotech is already an established therapeutic approach, before expanding to other neurological diseases, and then the even greater bulk of non-neurological disease that in fact is the major opportunity in this field. I'm supported by a professional team with experience in organizations such as Genomics England, Roche, and major CROs like ICON. To date, we've received $3 million in non-dilutive funding, $3.5 million in dilutive funding. We've established partnerships with major players and new arrivals, and we've doubled revenues year on year with $3 million forecast for the current one. Let me finish by asking you a question. When that big wave makes landfall, where will you be? Spectating from the shore or paddling into it with machine medicine?